Hello, James Andrew here, recording another vintage cube draft, even for cheap SMTG. Mediocre pack here. No power or anything. We do have Rakdos Signet though, which is one of the better signets, and signets are great, so we could take that. We could also take the Lodestone Golem. Mana Denial is really powerful, I think, in this cube, and it's a fine threat as well if you can accelerate it out. Steam Vents. Blue fetchable jewels are always great, but I think it would be a little aggressive to take Steam Vents here. I think I'm just going to take this Rakdos Signet. Swords Plowshare is also pretty good, but creature removal is like not as important in vintage cubes as in Legacy Cube, for example. Okay, so we could take True Name Nemesis now. Doesn't really go very well for Rakdos Signet, but this card is really powerful. It's obviously an incredibly difficult threat to interact with. Could also just take a second Signet. Selesnya Signet being a significantly worse one though. Green and white not really being colours that work very well together or really want signets. Eidolon is good in mono red, obviously, but I don't think that's where we're going to end up. I think it's between Signet and True Name for sure. Let's take Signet here, I think. Even the bad Signets are great. Okay, Bitter Blossom is good. That Tangle Wire in the last pack wheels. That Bitter Blossom goes quite well in those sorts of decks. You can tap all your fairies and keep casting spells while your opponent is doing nothing. So I have Plateau, fetchable dual land, but a non-blue one, which is significantly worse. You could also just take Time Twister. Can be good if you get a lot of artifact acceleration. You can just dump your hand and then Time Twister. Or could just take Anticipate. Yeah, let's take this Time Twister, see where that leads us, I think. Ooh, Ashiok is really good. There's also Tameo, though, which if we're ramping a fair amount, Tameo is pretty good. We could also take Vampiric Tutor. Got a reasonable start for a Storm deck here. Hopefully it goes better than the last time we tried to draft a Storm deck in the previous video. There's also Monastery Mentor. Monastery Mentor is great. I'm tempted to just take this Tameo, given we have 2 pieces of acceleration already. And I think Ashiok's probably just better though. The blue Planeswalkers go. Ooh, this could certainly be a good Duretti deck, I think. Dragonlord Silmgar also excellent, but Duretti is really powerful if you have enough artifacts. And picking him up early like this is nice as well, because we can prioritize some big artifacts to get back. Let's take that here. Alright, this pack's pretty mediocre. Let's take Fire Ice, I think. This card's never bad. Like, even if you can only cast Ice, it's reasonable, and Fire is, like, very real upside if you can get some mana dorks or whatever. Okay, so this is between Phyrexian Metamorph and Pestamite, I think. Pestamite's obviously like this one twin deck is really good, so we could just take that. This Metamorph, like, often will just copy a Signet, but has some good upside as well on top of that. Yeah, I'll take Metamorph, I think. Ooh, Storm is certainly pretty open. There is a Jace in this pack though as well, which would be certainly a fine card for this deck. Oh, we could also take Nicol Bolas. So it's like a pretty reasonable start to be trying to cast Nicol Bolas. Yeah, Nicol Bolas is great fun. We tried Storm last time. I think let's try something different. Okay, let's take Lodestone Golem here. Like, if you can play this guy on turn 3, it is really strong. Okay, so it's between Painful Truths and Tangle Wire. I don't really have much to go with Tangle Wire at the moment. I guess let's just take Painful Truths. I don't care about any of these things. Guess if we play against some, like, white creature deck, we could play Lifebane Zombie. Okay, Kogan's Command is pretty great, actually. More Storm cards going around. Never mind. Yeah, because there's people play so much artifact mana. I think Kogan's Command is pretty nuts in this cube, actually. Okay, just gonna take Izzet Signet here, I think. Might wheel Burning Reginier. That'd be really good. Other considerations would be like Jace, I guess. I think Izzet Signet is certainly the pick here. Okay, so I don't think we're going to have enough blue cards for Force of Will, necessarily. Could just take Tezzeret. Tezzeret's pretty good. We don't have, like, great Tezzeret targets at the moment. Like, obviously we can get a Signet, but beyond that, like, getting Metamorph or Lodestone Golem kills the Tezzeret, so not ideal. I could just Imperial Seal. I don't think that would be unreasonable, actually. Or we could just take Lavaclaw Reaches. Yeah, maybe we should just do that, actually. Let's try and... because our mana's not looking wonderful. Well, I think our Signet's fixed pretty well. Yeah, I'm actually going to take Imperial Seal here. Because tutors are great. Even bad tutors are great. So it's between like Liliana, Vivail, Pithing Needle, I guess. Not a huge amount else. The Storm deck we haven't drafted would have been awesome, by the way. Fast Bond. But never mind. Yeah, let's take Liliana. Father Adele's pretty good as well. But do like me a Liliana. Ooh, this pack's pretty great. So Treachery, Duplicant, Rakdos Return. Rakdos Return might even wheel. It's probably just Treachery. Duplicant is great with Duretti though. Maybe it is Duplicant for that reason. Yeah, I'm going to take Duplicant. Kind of want to try and make this Duretti work. Okay, so it's probably just Spire Bluff Canal. Or it could be like Impulse, I suppose. Let's take the Spire Bluff Canal though. Ooh, this pack's kind of good. So Orzhov Signet, Blood Crypt, Duress, Seatran Commander. It's probably Orzhov Signet, honestly. Could just take Compulsive Research here. Versus like Dreadbore or Darkslick Shores, I suppose, be the other options. And we don't have a lot of interaction at the moment. So maybe it is Dreadball. I don't want to say Compulsive though, we don't have a lot of card draw at the moment. Ooh, Goblin Welder and Wildfire in the same pack. Eek. It's probably just Wildfire, honestly. Goblin Welder is a little more situational and Andretti, because you have to find another way to put your big artifact into the graveyard. So I think let's just take Wildfire here. Wildfire looks great in this deck. And we will for Burning, cool. Yeah, not a lot else in this pack. Don't really want to disc away all our great artifacts. Okay, so it's like Tezzeret versus Loveclaw Reachers. Tezzeret does quite nicely with the Wildfire effects. So it can be like provide you more mana after a Wildfire and tapping your artifacts. I think we probably need for fixing more though. Okay, probably just Piffing Needle here. Ooh, nice Rakdos Return Wheeled. This card is great if you can ramp it out. I'm not playing any of these cards. Siege Gang I think unlikely to make the deck. Not impossible though. Ooh, and we're from the Mox Sapphire. Yes, please. We could potentially wheel this Sundering Titan, which would be really good with Duretti. Or like a Watery Grave or something. But yeah, we're certainly obviously taking Mox Sapphire here. Ooh, Tolarian Academy. That is awesome. Like we're on what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cheapish artifacts. I really can't duplicate to the 6-drop, but yeah, this card's going to be nuts in our deck. Okay, we've got a Mindslaver. Mindslaver Duretti is pretty cool. It's also just Everflowing Chalice, which might be the more sensible pick. I kind of want to take Mindslaver though. Mindslaver's awesome. I suppose the argument not to would be that like there's a chance Mindslaver wheels and there isn't a chance for Everflowing Chalice wheels. But Mindslaver is much more fun than Everflowing Chalice, so let's take that. Yeah, just taking Scalding Tarn here. Pretty easy pick. Tezzeret would be good in this deck, but I think Scalding Tarn is much more important. Okay, probably just Chandra here. Chandra is a pretty strong play on turn 3, and we have a lot of ways to cast her on turn 3. Probably just take Mana Confluence here. I think this card goes way too late, honestly. Like, the life just doesn't matter that much in most matchups. Well, Imperial Seal looks like a little weird, because we're not really a combo deck, but we do have like quite a lot of situational cards. Like, you know, there'll be times where it's really important we can tutor for a Wildfire effect, or tutor for like a Mindslaver to go with our Duretti. Simic Signet, yes please. Baleful Strix would be really good in this deck too, but I think just casting our busted stuff a bit quicker is more important. I think we might have enough acceleration that Mind Twister is Time Twister even is good enough here. I think I'll just take Ponder over Izzet Charm. Like, we don't have much to do on turn 1, and Ponder's great. Grave Titan could be pretty good too, actually. Did not consider that. We could kind of do with another expensive thing. Like, we have a lot of acceleration. But I suppose Ponder finds you expensive things. I just never pass Ponder, basically. Yeah, let's take Sundering Titan. Sundering Titan's cool. That's another great thing to get back with Duretti as well. Kind of wish we had that Goblin Welder. Got like compulsive research, Liliana to put discard stuff. And Coligan's Command, I guess, at a pinch. And target yourself with a discard. Okay, it's just like Winter Orb versus Walking Blister, I guess. Yeah, it's probably just Winter Orb. This card is like really good against certain opponents. Like control decks without very much mana acceleration, Winter Orb's kind of great. Yeah, I'll take a Mesmeric Fiend. I'll probably start out from the board just because like people do play some, cheap creature removal and we don't really want to make that good. Yeah, Tezzeret seems great here. Take that for sure. Not playing any of these cards. We might play Hero's Downfall. Double black's not ideal. I think our deck's great though. We have a bunch of cuts to make. I always sort creatures separately, and then in Vintage Cube I realised there's no point. So you have like 4 creatures. So I guess we're like mostly black-red. We have no double blue cards. Trying to work out like if we can really play Liliana and Hero's Downfall, if our mana's going to be good enough. But I think it will be. So what could we cut? We could cut Pithing Needle, because it's kind of situational. Could cut Imperial Seal. I like all the card draw. Could cut Hero's Downfall. And we still need to cut some more stuff. We could just cut like Selesnya Signet, I suppose. But we do want to draw like a lot of Signets, I think, with this deck. So this could cut Ashiok. Like, it's a great card, but it doesn't really play into our game plan all that well. It might be that Mindslaver's a bit loose as well. Like, we've got Duplicant and Sundering Titan. And both of those things are, like, pretty good to ramp into on their own, and then just coincidentally good with Duretti. Whereas Mindslaver is, like, not very good to just ramp into on its own. So I guess let's cut that. And we probably need to make one more cut. It might just be Time Twister, honestly. Like, we have like, Painful Truths, Compulsive Research, Tezzeret, Chandra, all draw cards pretty effectively, so I think that's fine. Like, I think 15 lands with Mox and, like, 5 Signets is actually fine. Okay, let's have a look what our mana looks like. So we want lots of black and lots of red. So signets that we care about the colours. Okay, all of them except Selesnya. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources. So we probably want like 4 swamps at least. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue sources. So I could probably just play like 1 island. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources. I could play like, we probably play like 5 swamps then maybe. Get away with that, like 5 swamps, 3 mountains, 2 islands. Seems reasonable. Alright, I'll see you back for round 1.